Okay, well, it's gonna be bright. It's gonna be bright. Hey, Choya. Hey, Clayton. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Hybrid. Hey, Naira. Hey, Aaliyah. Did I say it? Oh, okay, cool. This is behind the scenes, guys. This is behind the scenes. This is how the magic fucking happens. It's behind the scenes. How's everybody doing? I have a petty question. Why is life so hard right now? It's always hard, guys. It's always hard. Always facing challenges. I need to get on here with you guys more. What is up, YouTube? When it is the appropriate time to throw hands at some... Sorry, guys. Someone's trying to call my phone. Someone was trying to call my phone. Oh, someone donated some money. Look at that. Thank you, Choya, for the $1.99, bitch. Thank you. I think the appropriate time to throw hands on someone is when they disrespect you. And disrespect don't have an expiration date. That's what the fuck I think. Right? Okay, so let me finish this.
I'm black and
Oh, so this big.
So what we're doing right now, guys, is I'm doing an episode for you that I'm going to release very soon to you guys. So I'm going through the process of how I make it.
Black, Fair Lives Matter.
So that's what you're seeing right now.
and black.
Is me make it.
I'm black.
I'm black and I'm.
I don't know what I just did with that.
Black, Fair Lives.
Here it is.
Yes, say it loud. Yes, say it loud.
So in this episode, Maleficent is at a rally. We're gonna start doing some rallies. Oh, my arm looks kind of cute right here. Okay. All right. So basically, I'm making an episode where she's at a rally.
No justice, no peace. Black, Fair Lives Matter. Black, Fair Lives Matter. Black, Fair Lives Matter. Black, Fair Lives Matter. Say it matter. Say it loud. Lives Matter. Say it loud. Fair Lives Matter. Fair Lives Matter. Say it loud.
So I already
I'm
did the
black
voice.
and I'm proud.
I did the voices already. I did the voices on this thing right here. It's my little handy dandy thing that I record voiceovers. More Maleficent is coming.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the whole thing for you. I just want y'all to get a taste.
I'm black and I'm proud.
It's like everybody and their mom is on Instagram Live right now.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Uh-oh. 1 second. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Oh my God, yes. Can you please do more Maleficent? Yes. Are we still invited to the cookout? As long as you don't bring any of that nasty potato salad. I watch same ones every day while I work. That is awesome. I love that you do that. I do. So guys, so this is my process. I record on this little thing right here. Once I'm finished recording, then I put it on here. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm not entertaining you and that you're fucking bored? Are you not entertained? Well, I just got on here because I was trying to be like, oh, let them see this process. Well, fuck you too. I'll be on here for like 6 more minutes. Jesus Christ, there's no pleasing you bitches. You're all just so, give me this, do more content. I want more of this. This is work.
Get loud. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm proud.
I'm not gonna be on here much longer because this is kind of boring. This is not the part that y'all want to see anyway.
No justice, no peace. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
So I did all those voices, as you can see. And that takes time. I actually did them on Instagram Live. If you follow on Instagram, you can go see where I did the voices. And I did this episode that you're going to get in a little bit. Motherfucker saying I'm boring.
My fellow petty audience and fairy tale landers, it's time to be free, so vote for me.
So,
I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm proud. My fellow petty audience and fairy tale landers, it's time to be free, so vote for me. No justice. Black fear lives matter.
I think I'm going to take one of these.
Fear lives matter. Black.
Who's still bored? Who's still bored? Well.
Black fear.
Where was I? Alright, so I'm going to move this over because it needs to sound like a rally. I don't want it to sound too loud because I don't want it to hurt your ears. And when I put too many voices in, it starts to sound...
Vote for me. So vote for me. Black fear lives matter. We don't need a white. We don't need a white savior, and we never did.
So, if you hear it all together, I'm not going to be on here much longer because I'm boring people.
No justice, no peace. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. My fellow petty audience and fairy tale landers, it's time to be free, so vote for me. Black fear lives matter. We don't need a white savior, and we never did. I'm black and I'm proud. Did. No justice, no peace.
So if you listen to the whole thing, it's supposed to sound like a rally. This episode was coming so you could get a little behind the scenes of it. A lot of y'all have been like asking where Maleficent is. She is going to be making a triumphant return. I just need to figure out how I was going to bring her back. And I haven't had the best day today, you know? When you don't have that good day, you know, you have to just kind of take to yourself. So this episode is like a rally for her. And a little bit more shine for her because I feel like she hasn't
Fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. My fellow petty audience and fairy tale landers, it's time to be free, so vote for me. Black fear lives matter. We don't need a white savior, and we never did. I'm black and I'm proud.
So, I'm going to give y'all that. I will be on my Instagram later if you want some advice. I would love to give you some. Actually, I'm gonna head back over to Instagram, I think. I think I am. Are y'all following me on Instagram? Are y'all following me on TikTok? Are y'all following me on Twitter? Are y'all following me on Facebook? I love you too. If you guys want to donate, like there's something like someone already donated like $1 and something. You guys can like fucking donate. If somebody donates like $1 or something, I'll stay on for some longer. You know what I mean? I'm like, if you donate $1, bitch, I need more than that. But you donate $1, I'll stay on longer. Somebody donate $1.
Get out of your sunken place and into your woke space. No justice, no peace. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter.
Okay, so I think I want this to be
No justice, no peace. Black fear lives matter.
I think I wanted to go back to that.
Never did. I'm black and I'm proud. Black and I'm proud. Get out. I'm black and I'm proud. Get out of your sunken place and into your woke space.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do because I feel like I'm boring you guys, and this is taking a lot of time, right? I just wanted y'all to see what was going on. I need to come on here or later, and I'm gonna on to my Facebook page and talk to them. Every audience got to have my attention. So, hold on 1 second.
No justice, no peace. Black fear lives matter.
It's just too slow for me, so I'm gonna go back to this.
Face.
See, the thing about it, guys, what I want you to understand is, especially with the main people like Maleficent, Cruella, Tremaine, Medusa, even now Ursula, they're very crafted. And Maleficent is supposed to make white people mad. I crafted that role to make white people think and to make white people mad, and she was crafted along the lines of something just popped up. I don't know what that was. Moderator. What the fuck was that? I didn't like that popped up. Ooh. Ooh, they have different fucking... A bitch don't have to look ugly? Well, I don't look ugly here either. Anyways. Yeah, they're all crafted. So they're supposed to kind of make white people mad. So it did work. It did work. Oh, wow. Thank you, Steven. Thank you for donating $19.99. I appreciate you, boo. Guess I gotta stay on longer. I guess I gotta stay on longer with you guys, Guess I gotta stay on longer with you guys. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning.
No justice, no peace. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Black fear lives matter. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. My fellow petty audience and fairy tale landers, it's time to be free, so vote for me. Black fear lives matter. We don't need a white savior, and we never did. I'm black and I'm proud. Get out of your sunken place and into your woke space. Black fear lives matter.
That needs to come over just a little bit, you know?
Your woke space. Black fear lives matter.
And I felt very black today. You know I'm black, but I felt really, really black today because I feel like America doesn't give a fuck about us right now. So I'm feeling very black. So I wanted to speak to my black people. And I know a lot of you guys, not just black people, a lot of us in society are down right now. And in my opinion, I'm speaking to everybody when I say this, like, we're going to get through this. It's hard times. And I just was feeling really down. Some stuff happened where I got really down. And then I went for a run, and then I had to complete some stuff, and then I took a nap because I stayed up late, so that had something to do with it too. But now I'm back on it. Like, I'm back on it because there's two things that can happen, guys. There's two things that can happen. You can either, one, lay there or get yourself fucking back up. And a lot of shit is gonna happen in this world, in this life, even after you leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's either pick yourself back up or lay there. And you know what? Sometimes you have to lay there. Sometimes I was about to fucking lay there and watch Ozark and be like, fuck this. But I was like, no, bitch, get back to work. You got something to do. You got something to prove. Get your ass back to work. Let's get this YouTube partnership popping. Let's get that to this Disney storyline that you got going. You got a podcast, Nick, tomorrow, bitch, because you promised these bitches that you was going to do 2 podcasts this week. Yes, you're getting another podcast this week, probably tomorrow. No, it's not going to be an hour, so don't even check me on that. Probably be like a 15-minute, 12-minute, 10-minute one. But I said to myself, I said, bitch, because I'm a Cancer and I get very emotional. I said, bitch. That's how I talk to myself. I said, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I said, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta say that. You gotta say, bitch. Get your fucking self up. Get something. Get motivated. So yeah, routines are good, guys, especially in this. Somebody need to hear that. That's why I said it. The only way to make them see us is. There it is. They don't see us in fairy tale land, and they never will unless we change the narrative. As your next fairy tale president, I will make sure they see all of us. They don't see us in fairy tale land, and they never will unless we change the narrative. As your next fairy tale president, I will make sure they see all of us. So the thing about this storyline, this saga, which I plan to do, a lot of people are like, well, what was I gonna say? They're like, well, when are we voting, right? When are we voting? When are we voting? When are we voting? I had planned, like, let me tell you what was planned. The royal wedding was a joke, right? It started out as a joke until everybody started asking questions when it's a royal wedding. And then I was like, oh, bitches are really watching this shit like it's a soap opera. And I was like, I write really well. Well, let's fucking turn this into a soap opera. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen other people kind of do it with, like, shout out to God to Be Real. Shout out to Legends Panel. Shout out to people that have done voiceovers that came before me. But this shit was going on during Vine. I had started doing this shit, but then I stopped. And so when I started back up, people were watching this shit like it was a fucking soap opera. And I was like, I was joking. When I first did the royal wedding, I was joking. And I was like, having this big anticipation and everything for the royal wedding. But I was like, they don't really want it. And then people kept asking about the royal wedding. To the point where I was like, well, shit, now I gotta fucking make a story. Now I have to really develop the story out because bitches want this royal wedding. And so when I started building the anticipation, I wasn't going to ever do the royal wedding. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to keep building anticipation. And then I was like, no, Josh, you need to fucking drop the royal wedding. So once I did the royal wedding, I said to myself, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And then Bella Noche's happened because I was like, you know what? Noche's got started. I knew Petty Apocalypse. Hopefully this isn't spoilers for anybody. If you don't like spoilers, if you have not watched all of it, you're gonna get some spoilers. I knew that there was gonna be a Petty Apocalypse. I knew that Maleficent was gonna die. I knew that I wanted to go down to hell. I wanted to bring her back up. And I knew in the course of all this, I knew that there was going to be an election. And it just so happens that 2020 happened. And I was like, what a better time than to put these two together. And then we can really show the fallacies of being a politician because nobody's perfect in this. Cruella's not perfect and Maleficent's not perfect. And even though Maleficent is Black Lives this, Black Lives that, we have celebrities and politicians and people in this world that preach Black lives and preach Black lives and preach Black lives and all this kind of stuff, but there's flaws in everyone. So I think what Queen of the Ratchet is showing now, because it's grown, because it started off as a joke, and then I was like, no, let's make something of it. Let's get people talking. Let's get people to watch it. besides it being petty, because the pettiness is something you come for, but there's also deeper messages in it that I try to include, like little hints. I used to do bigger hints, but people got mad. So with Queen of the Ratchet specifically now, I try to, especially with this storyline and what I'm doing with it, with like talking about like different things that are going on. Maybe it's like the Trump administration, and then putting coronavirus in fairy tale land, and then putting the podcast out. Also, I want to say this: the podcast is now available on Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. So if you are a listener of the podcast, and if you just don't feel like watching the videos, you just want to listen to the podcast. And I don't just put up episodes of the podcast. Sometimes I'll put up like longer episodes where the Disney villains are discussing shit. So I think I'm gonna start putting up these with the fairy tale president, because the podcast is coinciding with that. So if you have Spotify, iTunes, or iHeartRadio, you can subscribe. It's also on SoundCloud, where you can subscribe to the podcast. The podcast I want to make bigger than what it is. It is going to be a big thing, because it just, with doing the podcast, it opens me up even more to like really, really go there. You know what I mean? So how did Cruella bring Scar back? She made a petty deal with the devil. She made a petty deal with the devil, and she brought Scar back. However, there is a glitch that there was a time when Cruella went to hell, and Maleficent was in hell, and everybody was in hell, and something went down. And we're going to have an episode that discusses that, and we might go back in time. Someone also asked a while ago, are we going to go back in time from the storyline? Because there's certain things I didn't hit. I didn't hit the ball. I didn't hit certain things. Yes, we're going back in time. I'm thinking out in my head where to write certain things. What did I leave off in the Cinderella story? What did I do this? What did I do that? But we are going to go back in time and revisit some things, because certain things happen that need to be discussed. Like a fucking soap opera, right? Some of you bitches really fucking watch this shit. I'm like, dang, they really like this shit. I'm like, okay, Disney, you need to pick this shit up. But Disney will never pick it up, because it's like cussing and blah, 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 and it's too real. It's too real. It's too real. Okay, I feel like I've been on here long enough. Like, if you guys want to donate some more money, I'll stay on longer.
Your woke space. Black Fairy Lives Matter.
But I gotta finish this.
Cruella DeVille thinks that she can hoot and holler.
I also felt like Maleficent versus Cruella DeVille. Here's my thinking. It would have been easy to go Maleficent, no, to go Cruella versus Tremaine, right? Everybody, if you watch it, you're expecting that, because they're both juggernauts. But the thing is it got to a point when you're watching it that you're not really rooting for Tremaine to win. You're rooting for Cruella, because Cruella is the anti-villain. Cruella is the anti-hero. So you're rooting for her to win. You're rooting for her. You're rooting for her. And I was like, well, we need someone that these people are rooting for to win. And I noticed through all of it, y'all were rooting for Maleficent too. And Maleficent and Cruella had never went at it, and it was a good match, because Maleficent and Cruella's characters and what I had created, you both root for those characters. So you're gonna have a hard decision. You're gonna have a hard decision. You're gonna have a hard decision. And I'm gonna say this. I've done polls on of my social media platforms, because all social media platforms get to vote on Fairy Tale President. Yes, there'll be scandal. Yes, shit will happen. Do I know who's gonna win? Possibly. Do I think there's gonna be a scandal with the winnings? Possibly. But what I will say is it's evenly split. Maleficent doesn't have this race in the bag. No, it's evenly split. Cruella doesn't have this race in the bag. Based off of you guys that follow. Some people are really hardcore Maleficent. Some people are really hardcore Cruella de Vil. And I also thought who were really strong, just Disney characters that people go hard for. Not that I created, that people just go hard for. And Maleficent and Cruella are two strong characters just in general. If you just look at the characters, they're really strong characters that people just go fucking hard for. So, with that being said, this race ain't in the bag just yet. And my skin looks fucking amazing. All right. I got a long way to go.
Cruella de Vil thinks that she can hoot, holler, and gallivant to every cookout, and that makes her a part of the seasoned community. She's still a pasty-ass mess. Cruella de Vil thinks that she can hoot, holler, and gallivant to every cookout, and that makes her a... I'm blacking out. Pasty ass mess. A pasty ass mess. I'm blacking out proud. A pasty ass mess. I'm blacking out proud.
All right, guys. I'm finna get off of here. I love you. If you want to keep watching, I will be over on my Facebook first before I get back on Instagram for the night. If you're underage, we do keep it real and ratchet on Instagram. It's not for everybody, but we do. And I think I've been kind of calm. Is Scar based off of your personality? Scar is... No. I think each of them have my personality in them because I'm playing them. But I look at the fucking cartoons. So it's a little bit, but I looked at the cartoon. And one day I looked at the cartoon when he was walking by Mufasa, and I was like, he's sticking his ass up in the air at him. Like he wants him to fuck him. So, yeah. All right, guys. Bye. I will talk to you later. Thank you guys that donated $21. I will try to get on here more. Listen, guys, it takes a lot to make these videos, and if you want, you can donate. It's great for me if you donate money. Or getting your friends to subscribe and watch the videos. If you don't have money right now, you're like, bitch, I'm in a pandemic and I don't got no money. Getting your friends to subscribe to watch my content is another thing. Putting it on, sharing it, subscribing on all platforms is another way. Bye.